right, sweet. What's going on, Malachi? How you doing, man? Appreciate
I'm good.
appreciate you
I'm
coming
good.
on.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. I appreciate you taking the time, man. I know you're a busy guy, man. So appreciate you coming on to the stream, man. Taking some time to let fans get to know you, man. We got 2027 three-star wide receiver, man. Oregon native right there in Clackamas, Oregon, Nelson High School. So man, appreciate you coming on, man. He's a super
Sure.
super elite athlete coming on, man. So glad to get to know you, man. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Of course, man. So yeah, he flipped from Washington State, man. We'll definitely talk about that to Oregon earlier this year. He is the Rivals 933rd national recruit, 126 at his position, and the third ranked recruit in the state of Oregon, man. So absolutely killing it. Still got your senior season to keep rising, right? So
Yep.
super excited to see you keep going there, man. Let's get right into it, man. First off, congratulations on just becoming an Oregon Duck. How are you feeling now that you've had some time to process everything?
I'm feeling good. I feel like now that I'm committed and everything, I could just kind of focus on my senior season. I don't really have to worry about all the recruiting process, talking to coaches, all that stuff. So I can more focus just on my game, bettering myself, and kind of, like you said, going into my senior season and hopefully win the state. But that's obviously the goal. But we got some tough comp in the state. But yeah.
100%, man. 100%. Can't wait, man.
Got
For
some other Oregon Ducks in the state that will play. So
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Some competition. I love it, man. Yeah, Oregon's always trying to lock down the best recruits in the state, man. They've been doing a good job at that. So I'm glad they're able to
yeah.
get a guy like you, 100%. For people who may not know you yet, describe yourself as a player. Like, what kind of wide receiver are you?
I'd say I'm a deep threat wide receiver. I mean, I can go. My athleticism is definitely what I would highlight, but I can also go catch a 5 yard hitch and then turn it into a touchdown. Like get loose and make the crowd stand up. I'd say I'm
100%.
explosive guy.
Okay, yeah, man, bringing that explosive offense, man. Duck fans love that.
Yeah.
What's something about your game that people don't realize when they just look at your recruiting profile? Like, what's something that's maybe like you feel is like a little slept on in your game?
Um, I would say most likely the speed aspect. I mean, when you look at my 40 time, you don't necessarily see like, oh, this is a fast guy or this is a guy that's like gonna show his speed, but I have that in-game speed and that in-game explosiveness that you'll see if you watch me play. I mean, you can see on my highlight tape more that I'll turn a 5 yard catch into a touchdown or whatever it is.
Yeah, 100%, man. You had a huge junior season as well. What do you think is like the biggest difference in your game from your sophomore year to your junior year?
I'd say just more stepping into the role. I was a starter my sophomore year, obviously, but I was behind a good receiver, Noah Boria, and I learned a lot from him. And then more just training, and then kind of just like I said, stepping into that role and knowing I had to be that guy. And so I kind of took it upon myself to make those plays and know that like I wanted to go where I want to go. So obviously Oregon was the goal for me, and I was like, all right, let's just go make it happen.
100%, man. I love it, man. You also compete in track. How much does track help you as a football player, especially with speed, explosiveness, and body control?
Yeah, it helps a ton. I mean, I'd say I dropped my 100 time from my sophomore season to my junior season by point 0.6, I think it was, or point 0.7, something like that. So a lot. And then it just helped, obviously, on the field with my 40 time, dropped my 40 time down by point 0.2. So all of that just kind of played into the factors. And now, yeah.
100%, man. That's amazing. Yeah, I always love dual sport athletes, man. It definitely helps them out in football if you play another sport. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Take me back to the
Basketball is
beginning of
where I
your
started out. My fault.
Oh no, you're good, man. Yeah, this is your interview, bro. So you started out doing basketball, it sounds like. Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I
100%.
started out a hooper.
What
When I
position?
was younger, that was like my main sport. Point guard, I'd say shooting guard, point guard.
Nice, nice. Love it, man. Are you not you're not playing no basketball recently here though?
Not this year, just because graduating early. Obviously, I'll get up at Oregon in January. So
Okay. Love to
Can't.
hear it.
I'll leave. I'll be leaving the middle of the season, but yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Love to hear it, man. Let's talk about your recruiting journey as well, man. Take me back to the beginning. When did you kind of realize like college football is actually a possibility for you?
Um, I mean, people had always kind of told me like you have it in you to go be a college athlete, but like I said, I was a basketball guy, so like I was like, oh, I want to play basketball in college. I don't know about football. It was kind of iffy, or I was like both. And then I'd say my sophomore summer, going into my junior year, sophomore summer, I kind of was out just training with the team and training with Houston Lillard and stuff, and I realized like, okay, I kind of got it in me. So then I kind of was like, all right, let's just take this season and like go 100% and really show them what I could do. And then I obviously got my first offer in the middle of my junior season, and so then it kind of flipped another switch. That I was like, all right, yeah, you can go be something great.
Love it, man. Yeah, 100%. Gotta have that confidence, man, and that confidence just takes it off. So I love it.
Yeah,
You started picking up like more and more offers after your junior season. What was it like seeing your recruitment kind of take off?
it was honestly crazy. I mean, I'd get calls in school or calls right after school, like, hey, can we talk during your lunch period or whatever? And just coaches texting me like all the time, like whatever. And then it was kind of always quick calls, like, okay, we're gonna offer you like during my lunch period, 30 minutes, like quick call. And it was just crazy. Like it was honestly surreal because I never knew I'd be at this moment in my life. But I'm thankful that I'm here and God put me in the situation.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, you deserve it. At what point did you start realizing that Oregon might actually be an option for you?
They had talked to me a little bit. I went to their camp my sophomore year and talked to me a little bit, and they were like, they just take more time on in-state guys, and then they're like, we want to see you work out, all this stuff. And so it was kind of after my junior year, I realized like my film was there, that aspect of it was there, and then they came out for a home visit and were coming to my school a lot. So I was like, okay, they're showing the attention. Now and then they invited me out to the fall camp, the elite camp, and so I showed out there because Coach Douglas was like, I just need to work you out. And so I knew that if I showed out there that I was going to hopefully receive the offer. And so it was all just like surreal because obviously that's my dream school since I was a kid because I'm in Oregon, in-state guy. So yeah.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, before I was gonna ask, like before Oregon offered, what did Oregon mean to you personally?
Um, it meant a lot. I grew up actually watching Oregon games with my grandma. I don't really like remember a ton, but I just remember like the personal aspect growing up watching that with my grandma and then watching the game. So like it was like, all right, Oregon's like this big school, and then now I'm like up there, so it's like, okay, you can go where like your dream, you've chased your dreams, you can go where you want to go.
Yeah, 100%, man. I can relate, man. My grandmother, may her rest her soul, man. She literally just passed away a little like a couple days ago, man.
Oh,
She took
rest
me.
in peace.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, for the kind words, man. She took me to my first games and stuff like that, man. So I know how it is,
Really?
bro. Yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
man. 100%. Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah. Growing up
I feel
that
it.
way and then getting an offer the way you're doing it, living your dream, bro, just keep going, man. I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
Yeah, thank you,
100%.
thank you. I
100%,
appreciate
man.
it.
100%. Who was like the first person you called or told like after you received that Oregon offer? Because that was your dream offer, man. Like who you going to first?
Yeah. So I received the offer, and then so coach talked to Coach Lanning. We took a picture, and then I went back to Coach Ross's office, and we actually FaceTimed my grandma because, like I said, I grew up watching games with her. We FaceTimed her, and she likes to like mess with me kind of. So I said Oregon offered me, and she was like, "What, as a kicker?" And I was like, no, grandma's a receiver, like obviously, right? And then she was just like really happy for me, and then we called my mom and dad and FaceTime them, got on a call, and Coach Ross was like telling them, and it was just a crazy moment because I was in the office obviously with Coach to tell him, so it was like a really cool moment for me.
Man, yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing to hear. I love that story, man. Thanks for sharing that. Uh,
Yeah.
Before Oregon kind of came into the picture, what made Washington State the right decision for you, do you feel like?
For me, a big thing that I was looking for in school was a school that like wanted me, showed attention, and just because I know a lot of schools will kind of recruit you or whatever, but Washington State, they sent me letters every week, texted me, called me, and so I knew that they actually wanted me there. And so I was looking for a school that wanted me to come in, come play, work, and then also they were kind of just obviously I had all the Pac-12, so that was kind of like my biggest offer at the moment, and
Mm.
I didn't want to hold myself shy of going and playing at the highest level, right? And so I was like, okay, so that's the Pac-12, and they're showing the most interest. And I like the coaches. They obviously came in for a home visit, and so Washington State just felt like the right place for me at the time.
Okay, 100%, man. That makes total sense. I mean, it sounds like they're really interested in you. What did you like most about Washington State's coaching staff, and what were they kind of selling you to pitch you over there?
Um, that I could come in and obviously if I work out and show that I could play early, which was a big thing for me. And then they had a good connection with my family, which I really liked. They would text my mom, my dad, because my mom would be like, "Oh, Coach Sage text me or whatever," and then they text me a lot, obviously, like I said, and so that was kind of what they were preaching. And then I just kind of was out there, and I kind of liked the family that they were building, and so that was some stuff that they preached to me, like you can be a part of this family, and we'll play you if you do all the right things. So I was like, all right, yeah, sounds good. So
Yeah, 100%, man. I remember Washington State, man, they were such a thorn in Oregon's side, like just a few years ago when we were playing in the Pac-12. I mean, their home
yeah,
environment, it's small out there, but it gets loud, man. So
it
yeah,
does, yeah.
shout out the Cougs 100%. You committed to them at Washington State on June 4th, and then just a few days later, everything changed. Looking back, what was going through your mind during those few days?
Yeah, so online it says I committed on I think June 4th and then decommitted on June 6th. I think it says,
Mhm.
um, or I think it was like 4 days, but it was like more like a week because I was in school and then Coach Sage called me. He was like, "There's a kid trying to commit. We're gonna hold him off if you want to commit. Otherwise, we're gonna tell him we can commit, right?" And at the time, I didn't have Oregon. I didn't have any of the other offers, so I was like, okay, like that's kind of what I'm looking at. That's like my number one option. So I was like, all right, I'll commit. And I just didn't have a graphic. I didn't take my OV yet or anything, so it got posted later on. But going through my head, obviously that was my number one choice at the time. And then went out to Oregon camp a couple days later, and obviously balled out, received the offer, and then went on my OV that same weekend. And Oregon sold me right away. And I mean, they didn't really have to do much because I was already in by myself, but then they sold me with the OV. And so I committed there. And then obviously now we're here.
100%, man. I love it. Is there any like, do you feel any kind of like guilt or hesitation about flipping so quickly, or do you feel like you made the best decision for your future?
I think I made the best decision for my future. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is I believe I could play at any level, and I have a work ethic to do that. And so I'm not going to hold myself short of competing against top guys. And I mean, I prayed for an offer from Oregon. I prayed to be the top, and so like it felt like if I didn't take it, it was like I prayed for this and then just let it. It was sitting in front of me, and I didn't take it. And so I feel like obviously I like the Washington State coaching staff, but I feel like I'm a better fit at Oregon.
100%, man. I mean, look, no knock on Washington State, but I don't know the last time Washington State made the playoffs. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
100%, man. So I
I
love it. I think
agree.
you made the right decision, 100%. Um, take me inside your Oregon visit. What was kind of the first thing that stood out to you when you got to Eugene?
Uh, the energy, I'd say, the biggest thing. Like, there's never a dull moment. Like, it's always up.
Love it.
Everyone's talking. Like, it's just fun. Like, you want to be there. Like every day. Like, that was a big thing for me too. It's like, it's a place that obviously like kind of college football is like a job now. But it's a place like I love football, but it's also a place that's gonna make me love football more because the people around me like make me happy, make me want to be there. What make me want to show up every day. And I'd say a big thing I noticed with Oregon is that not a lot of colleges I've like been to have is like janitors will say hi to you, like just everyone in the building is like really kind and just wants to like talk or say hi or show appreciation, And so that was a big thing that I noticed right away.
Love it, man. Yeah, Oregon, you people are usually nice out here on the West Coast, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Um, you just kind of committed to Washington State. What did Oregon do during that visit that kind of made you rethink everything there?
Um, I mean, I got to personally connect more with the receiving staff. I
Okay.
mean, I was obviously with two of the coaches the entire time, and then Coach Ross and um, Coach Switz I was with a lot, and
Okay.
so I got to connect with them, and they kind of talked to me about like a plan for me and like what they see in me. And then the biggest thing I'd say that like sold me over was they had made like a clip up of my film and like showed where they could personally improve me. And so that
Okay.
was like a big thing for me. I was like, all right, like I haven't even committed yet, and you guys already made a clip up, showed me what you guys would do as soon as I get here. And so I was like, all right, I can see you guys have all the tools, the people, and you guys care about me and want to push me and get me to where I want to go. And so I was like, yeah, it's Oregon, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, if they're making clips and showing you exactly how you fit in with the offense, man, that sounds amazing. Ross Douglas seems to be like a big part of your recruitment. How about Dan Lanning at all? Is Dan Lanning? Have you got to meet Dan Lanning, and do you have any kind of relationship with him?
Yeah. Coach Lanning. I mean, I haven't talked to him as much as I would like to. I mean, he texted me the other day because I had a friend that passed sadly,
I'm
and
sorry about that, man. That's
talked
tough.
to him a little on the OV, obviously, and then when he offered me, and then a couple times before that. Um, Dan Lanning is he's a funny guy. Like he likes to mess around, troll. Like he's lively is what I'd say. Yeah, he's a guy like he makes the team have fun. I feel like I don't know. I mean, when we went and visited the new facility, we went on a walk with the team. And I just remember him telling jokes the whole time, and that kind of stuck out to me.
Yeah, I feel like he's a really relatable coach, man. He's kind of younger too. He's a younger type of coach, so I think he relates really
Yeah,
well with the guys 100%. How was it? How important was it for you to kind of hear from multiple Oregon coaches and not just Coach Lanning? Like you got Ross Douglas, you got the other coaches interested in you. Is that pretty important to you when you've got all the coaching staff kind of talking to you?
yeah, that was for sure important, and it wasn't even just like the offense, like defensive guys, the coach manager, obviously the offensive coordinator, and then like every coach was like knew my name, knew who I was, obviously, which like felt like sometimes I go to schools and like I was a recruit. Obviously, I'd already had the offer, and they didn't all know my name, and I was like, okay, like where's our relationship at, whatever. But everyone knew my name. Everyone knew like where I was, like so it was kind of just it was more like on a personal level is what it felt like. So that definitely meant a lot to me.
100%, man. Yeah, that's excellent. How different was kind of Oregon's recruiting pitch compared to Washington State, would you feel?
Um, Oregon's was definitely a lot longer process, but they never like there was never like a dull moment with them. I'd say like it was a year and a half span, but the entire time they check up on me, they text me, and Washington State at the start when they started recruiting me because I talked to them and then they kind of stopped and then I got the offer and then they didn't talk to me for the longest time and then they decided to start recruiting me heavy and then they talked to me more. So I'd say like just the baseline like steadiness of the recruiting was the biggest thing for me.
I love it, man. Yeah, I think you definitely made the right choice, man. I 100%. I can't wait to see you out here on the field, man. I'm super excited. Take us through your moment when you finally told your family, like, I'm gonna go to Oregon. Is there a certain moment where you knew as well? Like, was it on your visit? Was it after your visit? Did you know pretty much like right away once you got the offer? Like, when did you for sure know that you were going? Because it's kind of crazy, man. Like, you commit. to Washington State, and then just a couple days later, we're jumping to Oregon, baby. Let's go. I love it. But kind of what was your process through that with your family and stuff too?
Uh, yeah, I got the offer obviously, and then they're like, "Can we go on OV this weekend?" So we were trying to figure out plans for that because obviously we had I think no, we had like a wedding or something, and so we canceled the wedding. They're like, "All right, let's go on the OV." Sorry, I'm having to move so much. I'm at school right now. We got
Oh,
a
you're good.
what's it called? Yeah. But we were on the OV, and then we had a meeting after one of the days in the uh, hotel, and kind of just talked like where we were at, what we were thinking as a family. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm ready to be a Duck, and they're like, I mean, it's your choice. Like, obviously, we love Oregon. Like, we love the coaches. They're talking to us a lot. Like, we've been like this has been your dream school. So like, I mean, it's your decision if you're ready for it. Then, and I was like, yeah. So then at the end of the OV, well, I told Coach Switz and Coach Ross that I was gonna commit, and they were like, all right, when? And I was like, probably at the end of OV. So we get to the end of the OV, and I had a meeting with Coach Lanning, and I just told him, and it was just yelling, like
Let's
hype. So
go.
it felt really personal. So yeah,
100%, man.
great
Yeah.
moment.
Congratulations, man. Yeah, there's something, special about being an Oregon kid and then eventually playing for Oregon as well. What does staying home mean to you? I mean, does that mean a lot to you, like being from Oregon and playing for the Ducks? Does that mean a lot?
Yeah, that means so much to me. Obviously close to home, so can go back on weekends, or my mom can come up and watch any game, every game, obviously. And so this year I'll be up at I think every game if I can, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, 100%.
uh, obviously, like I said, close to family, and it means a lot to stay home. I mean, I get to
100%.
be close to my the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, close to family, man. True Oregonian. I love it, man. Yeah, there's nothing more than Duck fans love to root for the hometown kids, man. Because I'm gonna be honest, man. There's not a
Exactly.
lot of elite talent nationally out here. At least is what like. I grew up playing
Yeah.
Oregon football as well. I mean, you go out to California, Texas, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, 100%, man. You watch Oregon football growing up, man. You're a big fan as well. Is there a specific Oregon player you watch and thought like, I want to do that one day, or anybody you want to shout out on the Ducks that you kind of want to replicate over the years that you watch?
Uh, when I was younger, I wasn't necessarily a quarterback, but kind of my dad wanted me to play quarterback. So Marcus Mariota was one big guy, obviously.
Yeah.
I know he's a fan favorite, but him, and then I'm trying to think, Troy Franklin.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then I'd say
Troy's
those
big
two are
time.
the biggest ones.
Okay, 100%. Yeah, we
I
actually had
yeah.
Troy Franklin on recently, so it was cool to meet Troy Franklin,
Really?
man. Yeah, man.
That's
He came
cool.
on. Yeah, he came on to the show. It was pretty tight to meet him, man. I followed him during his recruitment and stuff when he came to Oregon, so he kind of knew
Oh,
me a
really?
little bit. Yeah, 100%, man.
That's
He's cool,
crazy.
man. Yeah, he's awesome. Great guy to look up to, man. Keep maybe you can get in touch with him,
Yeah.
who knows, man. Pick up some tips.
Yeah. Yeah,
Love
that'd be
it, man.
nice.
Is
That'd
there
be.
a is there a certain like Oregon era or team that you like really watched growing up that you really like?
Um, not specifically.
It's all right.
I feel like it was. I want to say it was more when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
So what, like 20, 15, 16, 17,
Yeah.
18,
Yep.
around there.
100%. Yeah,
I'd
I
say that
think
time
like
period.
2015, I think right, like that's like when we first went to the Natty, like with Mariota, or second time going to the Natty with Mariota against Ohio State. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, in
Yeah.
2016, I think we had like Vernon Adams and stuff. So yeah, that was a great time, man. Great time, 100%. Man, I'm super excited. I don't want to hold you too much longer, but have any like first impressions about the class as a whole, like the recruiting class for 2027 for Oregon?
Say it again. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, have you had any like first impressions about this 2027 Oregon recruiting class as a whole? Any guys you're looking forward to playing with or anything like that?
I think we have a really good class. I mean, obviously our receiver class, we got Xavier Sab and Dakota. So our receivers are stacked. I mean, we're good there. I know Josiah from out here, and then Hayden for our corners, and then uh, what we got? I mean, we got Will Mental. I mean, we got a crazy class. Like, I'm really excited to get out there and get to know the guys and more. And I mean, we follow all of each other on Instagram, but I'm excited to get out and get to know them and be become part of a family. You know.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Are you actively recruiting anybody else like in the 2027 class? Anybody else you got your eye on or trying to bring over here?
Uh, no, not no.
Okay.
I don't got anyone specifically. I was before Dakota committed. I was telling him to commit, but
Okay, and then he came through 100%. I love it, man. Do you see yourself becoming like a leader of this class? Do you see yourself like, maybe becoming one of the top-notch guys?
yeah, one thing that they kind of instilled that stuck with me was that anyone can be a leader there. Like freshman, you can come in right away and be a leader. It's not necessarily meaning coming in and stealing reps from the older guys, but that's like it can mean just leading by example or whatever it is. It's different for everyone, obviously. Leading is, but yeah, I believe. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of natural leader abilities in myself, and I can come in and be a leader for the team.
Oh yeah, man, 100%. I'm sure you lead your team in high school. You got a big senior season. What's kind of your biggest goal for this season?
Um, win state. That's the biggest thing. I want to win a championship so bad in my high school career. Like
Oh
that's the
yeah.
biggest thing. That's the top goal of mine.
Did you guys make it pretty close last year or anything like that? Or
Yeah, we lost in the semis to Lake Oswego, and then they beat Central Catholic, which was a team we had already beat. So if we beat LO, we most likely would have won state,
I
but
see.
fell short. We had a lot of injuries, so
Oh man, yeah, injuries
that's
can
one thing I
stack
kind
up.
of told our coach or helped like our coach with. It was working out throughout the season so we can try to prevent injuries. But
Okay,
yeah,
100%, man. Yeah, do you have any like individual goals for your Oregon career yet?
um, my biggest goal in my is to win the Bolitnikoff Award. That's a
Man,
goal I set for myself a
that'd
while
be
ago.
huge for Oregon, man. I don't even know if we had one of
Yeah,
those yet. That'd be pretty crazy, man. That'd be
yeah,
awesome.
that's a goal I set for myself a while ago
Love it, love it.
for just my college career. But yeah.
Okay, 100%, man. Yeah, so we're gonna get you out of here, no problem. You've gone from being a kid watching Oregon games with your grandma to now being committed and gonna go play for the Ducks one day. If you can go back and talk to your younger version of yourself, man, what would you tell
I tell them that we made it. Well,
him?
not that we made it, but I tell them that we're on the way there and we took a big step.
That's a good way to look at it, 100%. But
Yeah,
hey, man, you
yeah,
made it as an Oregon Duck at least. That's crazy, man. That's
yeah. Made
amazing.
it as an
So
Oregon Duck.
yeah, man, you can finally say it. I'm a future Oregon Duck, and it's real, man. So congrats on that,
Yes,
man.
sir.
No
Yes,
doubt.
sir.
Um, can't wait to watch you, man. Hey, man, I live kind of close to you. No matter of fact, no matter of fact, I actually live. I searched up Nelson High School. I'm pretty close. I actually went to Centennial High School. You guys don't play Centennial; they're trash. But
Oh, come out to some games.
yeah, bro, I will. I'll definitely have to come see you and stuff. If I can on Friday night or something. Friday Night Lights, catch you guys
Yeah,
on a good game. I'll stay connected.
yeah.
That I met you 100%, man. And do you want to shout out in
Okay.
your social medias or anything like that before you go?
Malachi.g23 on Instagram and TikTok, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect. There you guys go, man. Go ahead and hit that follow button, man. In-state wide receiver out there at Nelson High School. You're still going to Nelson, right, for your senior year?
Yep.
Perfect, perfect, man. So yeah, got you guys can catch him, man. Yeah, a lot of Duck fans are from Oregon, so man, if you guys want to go see him tear it up in high school, you guys know where to go see him.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you, man. Go Ducks. See you later. Have a great day.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye. All right, man. There we go, man. That was cool, man. That was awesome, man, to meet Malachi Garlington, man. Literally talented kid, man. Super, super talented, man. All right. Let me hop in the Dutch meeting here because we do have Dutch Horsick coming on here as well. Dutch Horsick is not a commit. He was committed, but now he is an official freshman on campus here. So he is locked and loaded, man. Let's see if he's in here yet. Not quite yet, not quite yet. But man, we'll continue the 2025 rewatch series, man. We haven't even put that on yet. So let's go ahead and put on the Oregon rewatch series. Oregon versus Washington rewatch series, man. You know what it is. Dubs down, baby. We got this win here. Yeah, man, that was really excellent to meet Malachi Garlington, man. It's not really often where Oregon goes after in-state kids because there's just not a lot of elite kids. So if they're going after somebody, I'll really have my eye on him. And he doesn't live too far from me, man. I could definitely go catch some high school football games, go see what he's about, and I'm excited, man. The last three-star kid we had here was Justice Lowe. Certainly didn't pan out. You know, he transferred to San Diego State, but he certainly could have carved out a role if he would have stayed, man. Justice Lowe was nothing to play with. And I kind of see the same thing with Malachi Garlington. He's about 6'1.5", twitchy, fast, top end speed, deep threat. So really like that part about him, man. Can't wait to see how he compares against top end talent, right? When he finally does come on campus, goes against the athletes all around the country. Let's see how it is, right? That's mainly the difference between 3, 4, 5-star kids on how ready they are, how much development they need. So it's going to be interesting, man. But man, great to talk to him.